Okay, so this is the left upper ball joint out of my Honda. Every time I do an oil change or rotate the tires, I always go through and just check that everything's okay. You know, give everything a good tug and a rub and a jerk and a whatever other things you're doing, and make sure that everything's good. And occasionally you find worn out suspension parts. So this ball joint was clearly worn out. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably pretty hard to tell. But there's definitely some play in there. I can feel it clicking back and forth. Also, it's super, super loose, which in and of itself isn't a bad thing. But it also feels pretty crusty when you move it around. So this is I don't remember, to be honest. If I can find it, I'll find the description and put whatever model this was in the notes. So that's the outer seal there, the boot, and of course there was a ring that was retaining that. Doesn't look that horrific, and this thing's gonna get nasty and dirty in a hurry. I think I'm gonna put on some gloves. Alright, so this boot here, let's flip it inside out and take a look. Yeah, so the rubber, you can see, is just completely falling apart here. I know I replaced this thing not that long ago. I'll have to look back at my notes, but well, there is kind of a double lip in there. I don't know if you can see that. So that's good. At least a little bit of extra sealing up against there to kind of create a place that'll stop the dirt and everything from making it in. Of course, I may have torn this getting pressing out the ball joint as well. But here, maybe, yeah, I mean, that loose is a little concerning. Jeez. Alright, well, this thing is going to have to get cleaned up in order to see anything, so stand by. I'm going to hit it with some brake clean. Well, I mean, before I do that, yeah, I mean, clearly the grease has seen better days. It's not really even recognizable as grease anymore. What the heck? Is that plastic in there? Huh. Alright, well, I'll give this a quick little cleanup. Alright, so this is cleaned up. Now this is interesting. It looks like there's like a plastic bushing in there. Yeah, it feels super, super crusty. Well, I guess to get any further in, we're going to have to go ahead and tear this apart. Also, looking at the surface on the bottom of that ball joint there, it looks super pitted. And that's interesting because this was an upper ball joint, so it would have been mounted on the car like this. So you wouldn't think moisture would really work its way up in there very easily. But it's definitely, there's definitely a significant amount of play. I can feel it. I know you probably can't see it, but I can feel it clacking back and forth in there. Maybe, I don't know, a couple thousandths of an inch anyway. I mean, enough that you can feel it. Actually, you can kind of see it on the side there. See that little gap there opening and closing? Just barely. Alright, so I guess to get into this a little further, we're going to have to, I mean, stick it in the lathe, right? And cut her off, and hopefully we can get this popped off and see what's going on in here. So, be back in a second. Find a socket. It's the right size. Huh. So that's it. Wow. That's pretty chintzy. Metal body. So this plug was back here, and then this surface was pressed over the top, flanged up over the top. And then this is what you get to hold the ball joint. Feels like nylon. Yeah, actually, fairly certain that's what it is. Feels like a piece of nylon. Well, that's not going to hold up for anything. I'm going to have to look up and see what brand this was, if I can find it. Because whatever it is, this is really, really chintzy. Yeah, I mean, that's all pitted out. There's no way that's supposed to be like that. See if it's even hard. Nah. Pretty soft. It's cutting right through that. Yeah, you can see it's pitted down. Pitted down even beneath where I filed, so. Wow. That's, yeah, that's pretty soft. Pretty soft metal. Huh. Yeah, and that's not going to hold up for anything. I mean, it's just a matter of time before that develops play in it. And the grease was completely gone. Looking to see if there's any markings. I don't see any. But man, I don't see any way that that's not gonna wear out in a hurry. Really? Gosh. I can't believe how chintzy that is. I think this part cost me $100 too. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright, well, thanks for watching.